Alright, so now we are at Gardens by the Bay. Now we are gonna enter the flower dome. Let's get right into the B-rolls. Alright, so today I'm here because of the NTUC Family Day. There's a lot of people over here today because of the Family Day. So now I'm going to enter the Flower Dome. So here are the tickets. Gardens by the Bay. Right, we're entering the Flower Dome now. Let's go. So now we are inside the Flower Dome. There's a lot of people today. That's all I can say. My uncle trying to vlog for the first time. So now we are going to the cactus. Then after the cactus, we'll be heading out and we'll be going to Cloud Forest. So yeah, let's go. Alright, now we are inside the cactus garden. There are cactus everywhere, even over here. It is damn sharp. Okay, it's not that pain. Now my sister over here, what are your thoughts of this dome?
It's a very good dome.
Okay. Okay, so we are at the Cloud Forest, but we're gonna enter later because there's a lot of people. Okay, we're gonna get wet again. We are now inside the Cloud Forest. We are about to take a picture that I've been wanting to take for a long time, but now is the time for me to take the picture, and I'm now damn wet. So the picture is going to be under one of these bridges. Then there will be mist, but the mist will only come out at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to Photoshop the mist, and it will look amazing. So yeah, let's go. We are now inside the Lost World and we are about to enter the Lost World now. Let's go. Start to climb the Lost World. Photographer in the move. Alright, cloud walk. We're gonna take the cloud walk around the Cloud Forest. So yeah, let's go. We are now walking at the canopy walk. It's quite high. I mean, it's very high. Wow. This is the long way down. You can hear the ambient noise of the waterfall. It is such a nice view up here. And my niece, she's damn scared. I don't know why. Why are you scared?
Because I'm scared of height.
Why?
I don't know.
You need to be scared lah. Okay, bye. Okay, now we are at the treetop walk.
No, we're going down already.
No, we are going to the treetop walk. We are now inside the treetop walk. We are pretty quite high. Over here you can see the angle that I wanted to take for the longest time, which is this angle behind me, which is damn cool. I'm going to take a picture right now. Let's go. I got this technique to make your normal wide angle lens become a lot more wider. So if you guys know what's a panoramic shot, I'm basically doing that, and after that I'm going to stitch it up in post-production. I'm going to tell you guys more when I get back home. Alright? So I'm actually sunburned right now, but let's get right into the video. Let's say that you do not have any wide angle lens. but you still want to get that wide angle shot, this trick will work for you. Things needed are, firstly, the obvious things, which is the camera and a lens. It can be any lens, whether a tight lens or a medium lens like mine, 28mm lens, and the software called Photoshop. Alright, once you have everything checked, grab your camera, get the exposure and lock the focus. I'm assuming that you guys know how to do the left to right or the right to left panorama, but did you guys know that you guys can do a vertical and a square panorama? If you guys want to do a panorama, it's either you start from the bottom and work your way up to the top, or start from the top, work all the way down to the bottom. That's how you do a vertical panorama. If you guys want to do a square panorama, think it of like a box and divide it into 9 square images. So you guys will be taking photo 1, photo 2, photo 3, photo 4, photo 5, photo 6, photo 7, photo 8, photo 9. Make sure when you guys are doing this technique, there is an overlapping between your layers so that when you are stitching up in Photoshop later, it will make your life a lot more easier. Over here is a B-roll of how you do a panorama shot. Now you have the photos taken, let's head on to Photoshop. The example I'm using here is actually a picture that I took at Gardens by the Bay about the bridge. So yeah, let's go. Once you have all the images taken, open up Photoshop and load all your images. Over here, I'm using an example of my vertical picture I took at Gardens by the Bay. These are the 3 images. So my trick is actually I open a new folder. The width is actually 6016 because it is the same size as my image. For the height, I'm gonna put 4016 because it's the size of my image. Then I'm gonna times 3 because it's the number of images I have. So the total I will get 12048. So I'm gonna put it in 12048. I'm gonna press OK. You will get a vertical image like this. Then I'm just going to copy and paste and put it inside this empty project. I'm going to rename the layers. For example, the middle layer I'm going to name it as middle, and the top layer I'm going to name it as top, and the bottom layer I'm going to name it as bottom. Then after that, the trick is over here is actually to lower down your opacity. For me, I lower down it to 46%. Then from here on, you just have to align the images properly. The trick here is actually to be patient and take your time. And over here, I'm just resizing, trying to align all those images together. Yeah, see, I'm lining it up. But if you really can't line it up properly, you press this button over here, which is the warp tool. Then from here you can manipulate the wobbiness. I don't know what's my English, but I'm just like aligning all of the angles at the side to match the image at the bottom. Then once you're happy with the alignment, do it the same for the bottom. Put on your preset and upload it on Instagram. And then when you're done stitching them up, put on your preset and save it and post on the Instagram. The likes are gonna come in, man, I tell you. People are gonna get impressed of how you get a wide angle shot without any wide angle lens. Yeah. The benefits are, firstly, the obvious thing, you do not need to bring a lot of lenses on your bag. Example, when you're hiking up a mountain, it's easier to have a lighter bag than a heavy bag because it will just be a burden on your back. Second, it's cheaper than buying a wide angle lens because having a lot more lens means that you have to spend a lot more money on that lens. It will not just be ideal if you're just starting up as a beginner on photography. You will get a higher file size because you're stitching a lot of those 20 megapixel images into one. So like example, your camera is just shooting 20 megapixel, but when you stitch those 20 megapixels together, it will become 40, 60 or 80 megapixels. The downside is, first thing first, it is very time consuming because you have to take a lot of pictures. Second thing, it takes time to edit and stitch up the images. Overall, making your workflow a lot more slower than it already is. I wonder who. But though, if you have time to do it, I suggest you guys to do it because overall you have a higher image to work with and a lot more easier for you to manipulate all the fine details. Over here is the final image. I really like the composition that I make on this image. Actually, the mist was fake. I actually photoshopped it. I edited the mist, then the final image look like this. I really like how I put my preset on it. The stitch line really can't be seen, to be honest. I'm really stoked to post this image. Once this video is out, I'm gonna post this image on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, it will be in the link in the description box down below. Let's read some comments. My last video is actually try not to get copyrighted from YouTube. Right, first comment from Shane Tan. Are you gonna upgrade to Sony Camera? Not really, cause no money. For me, Sony has a very good color reproduction, which I really like from Sony. If I'm planning to buy a Sony camera, I think I'll be buying the A7 III because the A7S II is actually for video and A7R III is for the photography. So A7R is a mix between both of them. So I think I'm gonna buy A7 III, but for now, I'm just gonna stick with my D3400. Alright, second comment is actually from Gods Azik. Hope you don't get copyrighted this time. So where do you get your mic from? The quality is like good. I might want to buy it. Actually, this is the Rode Smart Left Plus. It is actually a very good lavalier mic. You guys can check out the video on the annotation up here. Anyways, this is the end of this video. If you find this trick helpful, please give a thumbs up. And yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace. We have come to the end of the ride. This really reminds me of the Pink Himalayan salt right over there.